Today, May 13th, Archangel Michael says, "You have been warned, this is not a joke, your individual is leaving everything for a future with." Archangel Michael says, today, May 13th, the heavens opened with a message too. Serious to disregard this is not a game, a coincidence, or something to scroll past. Someone who previously held your hand and promised is discreetly plotting their final exit from your story. The energy has moved something profound and irrevocable. Is happening in the background. You are no longer at the center of their heart. While they have already begun packing their emotions. Even if their physical body hasn't moved, the most perilous departure is one that occurs in silence, without confrontation, without explanation, which is precisely what the person you trusted is planning a future with someone else, and they are painting you as the past. In interactions with individuals you don't even know, what you don't hear is more hazardous than what you're told. Press amen to get a blessing. 333 Even now, behind your back, they are crafting your tale into one that the victim wants to walk away with clean hands, as if they were pushed. Option of opting to depart, but Archangel Michael cautions, you must not be blind to the reality anymore. This transition didn't start today, it began gradually when their responses altered and they stopped looking at you the same way. Depth, but today the energy reaches its zenith and a correct decision is being made. Now you can feel the coldness even in their warmth. You can feel the remoteness even when they grin. The angels are urging you to accept the truth before it crashes into your life without mercy. Type meant to receive blessing 999. There is someone else who has been talking into their heart. This other person does not want harmony between you and your lover. They have created seeds of distrust. And now those seeds are blossoming into decisions you weren't expected to know. This has not yet been revealed, but the heavens are doing so ahead of time. This is your opportunity to prepare your heart for a reality that can break you before it heals you. You are protected by this disclosure. This new world they are imagining does not involve you. They are about to demonstrate quiet malice, when Archangel Michael states that the anguish you experience now is the birth of a freedom you don't yet understand. Papa meant to receive a blessing. 717 If you want to show your support further, you can offer thank you so much. They are rewriting your tale with contributions of up to $120. Still in your presence, it's a treachery so elegant that hides beneath casual remarks and force the person you trusted is no longer who they once were. The distance you feel is not your imagination, but a spiritual detachment. That begun long ago and is now becoming obvious. You must stop doubting what your soul already understands. There are conversations going on about you without your knowledge. They are not filled with love, but with calculated reasons. Plans, and worst of all, someone is smirking while watching you remain unaware. Type and intended to get blessing 441. They have decided to take an alternate road that does not entail your dreams, your sacrifices, prayers. They've been emotionally prepared for this walk up far longer. Then you realize Archangel Michael replies, you were never the problem. You are the light, stability, and strength. Nonetheless, individuals frequently damage what they know they don't deserve it, yet there is an energy surrounding your person right now. Unfamiliar, distant, and not the same hands as before held you with promise H meant to receive blessing 121. You should be aware that another name is whispered to them at night, and another soul is pulling on their spirit. This pull is not love, but manipulation disguised as Archangel Micheal explains. This person was sent to test the loyalty of your partner, and unfortunately, your partner is failing the test. You are called to rise above this collapse, not drown in it. Do not beg anyone to stay. What is breaking apart is not punishment. You are being shifted into divine protection. Tap Amen to receive a blessing. 888. You deserve the kind of love that doesn't give up when things are unclear. You deserve someone who fights for you, not someone who leaves the battlefield. Without saying anything, heaven is watching your pain and preparing you. Reward: a secret is about to be revealed, and it will confirm everything you feared, yet instead of shattering you, it will create a new version of you. That no more waiting for apologies to heal. The moment this person steps out of your life, clarity will storm in, and confusion will evaporate. The silence you're left with will be sacred, not sorrowful. Pipe meant to receive blessing. 2002. Your individual once said forever, but only till it became. Their promises were light, not stone, and they are now retreating into the future has no room for your heart, but you are not meant to chase. You are destined to rise, and you will, Archangel Micheal replies. There's a breakthrough waiting at the moment you release them. When you no longer mourn what's departing, what's coming will find you faster. The blessings being held back are linked to their departure. I pay guys to get blessed 555. Someone is clapping in the shadows because they think they've won. They think they've dragged your individual away with ingenuity and timing, but they don't comprehend that what they're dragging in is someone who betrayed love once and will do it again. Heaven is watching, and divine justice will not sleep. Every pain you feel now is being counted, every cry being stored for a downpour of blessings later. Don't participate in arguments, don't slip into traps. Your silence will be your roar. Type Amen to obtain blessing. 369. You will be tempted to ask them why, but Archangel Micheal says, don't you already know? And the truth is louder than their denial. You will rise again, you will recover, and you will watch them regret the decision they made in hurry. Someone better is being paired with you, a soul that sees your value without requiring reminders. You will never have to beg for love again. Type and intended to receive blessing. 66. The person they are walking towards does not love them purely. It's attraction, not connection. It's comfort, not destiny. Allowed them to go where they thought the grass was greener, but when they realized it was, heaven is eliminating them because you are too far healed to turn around. They are not your forever. Archangel Micheal says this is divine breakup, not only physical but spiritual. You're being pulled out of before fire consumes your purpose. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 414. Do not seek closure or explanations. Instead, allow silence to speak louder than words. You are not losing them. Being liberated. The difference is sacred. Today, May 13th, the truth has arrived as protection, not punishment. You are not alone. Heaven stands by your side. Tap them in to receive blessings. 777. Allowed them to walk, let them believe their lies, and let them discover later that loyalty cannot be replaced. A new door is opening as they close this one, but it can't open until your hands are free. Stop clinging on to what is already slipping. This walk away is genuinely yours. Divine stride through sorrow, through confusion into light. Type Amen to receive blessed. 232 Archangel Michael states, your individual is being spiritually drawn toward a karmic lesson. It may appear like a romantic trip, but it is a route filled with illusions. You are being spared, not abandoned. This isn't a failure, this is a divine redirection, and your angels are standing guard. You are not cursed, you are being chosen for a new chapter that doesn't start in sorrow but in strength. Type Amen to get blessing 303. A future they are chasing would not gratify them, since what you offered came from the heart, and what they stepping into is constructed on shadows. Let them select what they think is freedom. You will pick what leads to healing. And healing is the ultimate form of revenge. Don't stop your life for someone who's paused theirs for another. You are worthy of movement, progress, and joy. Type Amen to gain blessing 787. If you want to express your support even more, you can provide special gratitude with contributions of up to $120. Clutch your heart. Don't, you are stronger than this. Farewell. They may leave you now, but they'll remember your name when the storms begin, and you'll be too far in your healing to answer the door. This agony is not your end. Your awakening. I pay a man to receive a blessing. 626. And they go to but not forward. Backward. The past has served its purpose by teaching you not to trust that the future is forming with every tear that falls, and it will rise with every step you take without looking back, and you are being rebuilt, says Archangel Michael. Today is not your end, it is the thunder before your rebirth. Walk through the storm, you are not alone. Type them in to receive blessing 444. They will attempt to return when the illusion fades, but Archangel Michael warns, don't open the door to someone who only values you when they lose you. Let them feel the void they created with their own. You are being raised to a position where betrayal cannot reach you. This is not a loss, it is a heavenly evacuation. You are being transferred before destruction affects your spirit, and a crown is set over your grief. The heavens are turning in your favor, but what feels like rejection, genuinely sacred, releasing kind, is meant to gain a blessing. 818. You gave more than you received and loved with sincerity while they played. Many potential, but now your pure heart is the main reason God is sending a fresh destiny your way. Archangel Michael says you will be honored where you were once disregarded. You will be lauded where you were previously dismissed. The agony they cause is obtaining your qualification for divine remuneration. Every night they sleep peacefully, unknowing heaven is plotting how to return everything to you. Maintain your soul, silence, and dignity 100-fold. High, because your story is being rewritten by divine hands. Type him in to get the blessing. 911. They will miss the way you saw them, and they will crave the depth offered, but by then you will be too far along in your recuperation to keep them the same. The cosmos does not reward those who betray those intended to bless them. You were a blessing in their life, and they will quickly realize it was never about you being incorrect, but about them being unworthy. When someone exits without explanation, it is not your job to beg. It is your responsibility to close the door, bolt it, and turn toward the new. Archangel Michael is already waiting for you on the path that opens before you. Pipe man. To receive blessing 515, you will soon feel lighter and your chest will breathe. Your mind will quit rehearsing old scenes because heaven is sending new ones. Hopefully, there is someone who is already prepared to love you. They will not compare you to anyone, and they will not quit if it becomes your name is murmured in holy halls, and you are remembered in certain places. Your feet haven't even touched yet, and the season of anguish is almost over. Type Amen to get the blessing 292 you are being called out of. The veil is rising, and what is revealed will set you free, not just emotionally, but spiritually. This is their option. Nonetheless, your healing is yours. Allow them to leave in silence, and you will begin the next season with thunder. Do not argue with betrayal. Do not explain your worth. Just stride forth with fire in your steps and peace in your heart. Type Amen. To gain blessing 66, even the angels have mourned for how profoundly you love, but heaven rejoices now because you are finally waking up to your worth, waking up to the strength in your soul. Let their quiet become your motivation, make their absence your permission to rise, since when people depart, they frequently free up space for better. To Archangel Micheal arrives and says, watch how fast your life blooms when you stop watering dead roots. Observe how quickly heaven travels when you let go of what was never meant to acquire. Blessing 818. A table is being set for you in a location of calm will be filled with love, clarity, and delight, and none of the individuals who broke you will be permitted to sit there. You have cried long enough. You have been questioning yourself for too long, and now is the time. For they walked away, believing you couldn't survive without them, but soon they'll witness the version of you they weren't prepared for, a version that lights even in silence. Type him in to get blessed 929. As they walk away and you walk through disillusionment, through the ashes of what was to the flames of what will be, you are selected, you are protected, and your suffering is not in vain. Keep your head high, keep your spirit clean, let heaven handle the ones who mishandled you. Type Amen to obtain blessing 1, and when they realize what they left, it will be too late. The door will be locked, and your light will be too dazzling for them to even approach. That's the justice heaven is by arranging, not for vengeance but for ascension. You will ascend so high that they will only be able to witness from below. Archangel Micheal exclaims, your tears will not go unanswered. Your anguish will not go unrewarded. Prepare for the beauty following. The storm. Tip Amen to get blessing 343. This agony you're feeling now is confirmation of your growth. Allow it to stretch you rather than shatter you. It refines you, not ruins you. They lost you, but you're discovering that it's the divine exchange every time they say your name. Now, heaven will remind them of what they threw away, and every time you speak truth, the universe will reverberate with power. Type Amen to get blessings 232. Let this 30th of May be your awakening, the day you stopped waiting for the wrong one to return. Make it the moment you choose yourself over memories. You are not simply surviving, you are being fashioned into somebody who cannot be replaced, imitated, or disregarded. The type of soul that only heaven can. Create the history with the set of this moment. Break through, walk into it fearlessly. I paid for it. Blessing 454. When they look back, they will see your back as you walk away, shining, and the person they left you for will never adore them like you did. That is their karma, not your burden. You have been emancipated from a loop that delaying your destiny, which felt like abandonment, was actually deliverance. Heaven stepped in and said, enough, you are free now, and soon you will be thankful that they left, because the real blessing is what you're stepping into, not what they walked away from. Type amen to get blessing 313. You are stepping into a season where peace will no longer feel foreign. The ache in your chest will be replaced with tranquility. The weight they left behind will be removed by divinity. Their departure gave space for your true life to begin. No more pretending, no more hope someone would change. You are not supposed to beg for. Michael, the loyalty archangel, says, what's next is restoration, not only in love but also in your soul, confidence. This isn't just about mending, it's about transformation. Amen. Blessing 636. The doors slammed shut behind them will never be reopened. The suffering you walk through won't be wasted. You're coming out with more insight, more fire, and more strength. This was not a rejection, it was rescue, and the angels surrounded you when no one else noticed. You were being shielded from someone who no longer matched your light. Pick someone else, but heaven is choosing you. Your tale didn't stop, it just began again. Stronger. Type amen to receive blessing 848 if you want to show your support. Furthermore, you have the option to express gratitude with contributions of up to. Watch what happens next for $20 and how life bends in your favor. Notice how their silence grows insignificant. Soon you won't even miss them. You'll be so full of fresh beginnings, new delight, and their absence will feel like a release, not a wound, and you will stand up. From this you shall grow taller than before. This anguish will not be your. The story's last page. Tape is meant to receive blessing 1212. It used to make you feel little so they could feel powerful. However, you are now recognizing who you are without their influence, and what you're becoming. Unstoppable. The universe doesn't just take it, it replaces what's being removed from you. Life is being replaced with something far more divine. What they took from you, heaven is giving back multiplied. Archangel Micheal says, your name is written on divine scrolls. You are not forgotten, you are much valued. Favored conduit meant to receive blessings 717. Your future does not require them permission, your glow doesn't require their validation. You were enough before they arrived, and you are more than enough now that they're gone. Let them go where they. If you feel needed, go where you are celebrated. That is your command. Heaven's new future will not silence your blessings, rather, your blessings will cry louder. Heaven doesn't reward treason, it lifts betrayed. Type amen to receive blessed 363. The heavens over your life are as a new sun rises, the shadows they left behind are being erased. Do not mourn what was never built on truth, celebrate the opportunity to build. Again, you are not stronger and wiser. Broken, you are being rebuilt. Their absence created a gap, but the gap is being filled by angels. You are not alone. Type amen to get blessing 144. They may smile today, believing they are moving on, but storms await those who walk out. Blessings and peace are being offered to those who were left behind. Pain, you are the one who will grin last, and it will not be out of revenge. The resurrection will bring you back to life, promises Archangel Micheal. Your altar, set your anguish down, and walk away blessed. Your tale is still unfolding. Type Amen to gain blessed 2929. Every step away from them is a step closer to your destiny. Every tear shed is watering your fresh garden. Every single cry has been heard by heaven. The angels had already began your repair. A breeze is reshaping the path ahead. Golden, let them pursue shadows while you stroll in light. Let them rush to comfort while when you step into your mission, you are not lost, you are directed. Tap Amen to get a blessing. 55 today, May 13th, the divide became divine. It wasn't random, it was choreographed by someone greater. Then sorrow wisdom, you are not supposed to keep repeating cycles, but rather to progress and rise. Transform, and that begins now. The love that comes next won't make you question yourself. It won't confuse you or hurt you. It will feel like peace. Type Amen to receive blessing 8484. You are being observed now by someone who has not yet entered your life, but they will recognize you immediately because heaven is sending them to restore what was taken from you. Days of waiting, sobbing, and the days of shrinking are ended. Now is the moment to expand and breathe without fear. Regarding abandonment, Archangel Micheal urges, don't look back. The future is brighter than you've ever seen before. I wave. The TED Blessing 7777. There is light in there is power in your presence and peace in your footsteps. Quiet. What left your life didn't leave it empty, it left it open for more, for better, for divine alignment. They will quickly look for the version of you they left behind, but that version is gone, and what's sprouting now untouchable. Tupun to receive blessing 330. This is your confirmation, this is your freedom, therefore close the chapter. Burn the script, write your life with heaven as your co-author. Their name will fade, but your power will resonate for decades. You have survived the storm. Type Amen to receive blessing 45,545. Archangel Micheal states, you did not deserve the treachery, but you deserve the awakening that followed. Every piece of pain you've accumulated is being transformed into divine strength, and nobody will ever be able to take that from you again. The cosmos is rewriting. Everything was stolen from your heart, not with wrath, but with divine compensation. You were never meant to break, you were meant to rise. Their exit did not destroy you. It emancipated you by releasing the future that they had been keeping back. And now nothing stands between you and your breakthrough, him and getting the blessing. 9999. You are no longer who you were before this grief. Wise you closer to God. You no longer mourn for the same things. You've learned to listen to silence. You've learned to recognize when your peace is being threatened. What left your life was never powerful enough to stay, which is why should go, since the new season needs a stronger foundation. Tape intended to receive blessings 10. Everything that seemed like the conclusion was only the beginning. You're moving into favor, not fear, into clarity, not confusion. The individual who fled has no notion what kind of power you're walking into. They will watch from afar as you blow without them, and it will humble their soul, making them wish they had helm on, but by then, you'll be unreachable, wrapped in calm and purpose. Surrounded by love. Type Amen to receive blessings 1616. The angels are surrounding you with a new circle, a circle of love, loyalty, truth, and elevation. Not everyone will be able to walk with you in this next chapter. Don't mourn over what was never meant to flourish, celebrate that it ceased before it could destroy you. What felt like death was actually divine protection. You are not too late, you are not too broken, you are precisely where heaven needs you to be. Tapped to gain the blessing. 333 This final element of your recovery will be the most powerful since you know who you are. And you know what you're not willing to tolerate again. You won't ask, why did they leave, instead of saying, thank God they did. Because if they stayed, your blessings would have been delayed. Again, you've shed your final tears over individuals who don't know how to love you. You've spoken your last words defending your worth. From now on, your silence will say everything. Type Amen to receive blessings 7272. If you want to express your gratitude even further, you may do so by contributing up to $120. The new door is now opening. Comes suddenly, it will come beautifully, and it will erase everything you believed you lost when they departed. But you were discovered by the divine, discovered by peace, found by someone who will never make you feel invisible. The angels have seen your nights, your heartbreak is your struggle, and they've pronounced it's finished. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. The guy going away was not the end of your love story, marked the beginning of a real one. Divine one, a permanent one, a more baiting, a more setting, a more smaller oneself to be selected. You are already chosen. Heaven, angels, and the future that is knocking at your door. Tap Amen to get a blessing of $9,990 today, May 13th. Ended. You are not left behind, you are called. Advance into more light, more truth, more love, and when you reach at that new level, you'll look back and say, I'm glad they left. Because now I'm finally home with tranquility and purpose. You made it through what you tried to break you. You walked through fire and didn't burn. You rose from ashes and found your wings. Amen to bestow blessing 4444 is finished. The suffering, the questions, the treachery. You are not bitter. You are reborn, not angry. Awakened, not broken. You are selected. This was not merely a heartbreak, this was your transformation. And now the true story begin. Tapping to receive blessing 3333.